Hi, welcome to StartPHP. My name is Ahmad Shamshiri. In this video, we are going to learn how to get started with PHPMaker 2021. This is one of the amazing applications that generates PHP scripts and reduces your programming time significantly. First, I'm going to show you how to prepare your Windows by installing WampServer, which includes Apache, MySQL, PHP for that purpose. Then I'm going to show you how to download and install PHPMaker. After that, we are creating a simple product listing. Then I'm going to show you how to add category into it. Then we are going to learn how to add image for the product, then multiple images. After that, I'm going to show you how to add password to the web page. And then I'm going to show you how to add rich text editor so the text can be edited like Microsoft Word. So what is PHPMaker? PHPMaker generates PHP application for you, and it allows you, for example, to manage database contents. It also generates PHP code for different purposes. For example, you can create admin page for a website, or also user-based application for organization, manage contents, or you can create product listing for a store that you manage all the contents on your computer, or you create product listing for an online store that product will be listed online. So all of this will be managed and generated by PHPMaker, so you can easily do all this. And also product inventory can be done with this, and there are endless possibilities. I cannot list everything. It generates very complex applications for you. So what are the requirements for PHPMaker? First, you need to have Apache on the machine installed, and you should have PHP installed and MySQL available. So these three should be available, and it's part of the requirement. And in Windows, you need to install WAMP. WAMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP, WAMP, which I'm going to show you. Now let me show you how to install WampServer on your machine so we get ready for PHPMaker. So let me show you my Windows version first. I'm just typing VER, Windows 10.18362. I've not installed much. On Google or Bing, just type WampServer, WampServers, because it's Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP. So from here, just select from the SourceForge, WampServer, go to sourceforge.net, and here we are going to download it from this green link. Wait for it, it takes a few seconds, and the pop-up will come, and save it. I've increased the text size so you can see it. Let me create a folder, WampServer. So it's 444 megabytes. Let's open the folder and let's install WAMP. So select the language, go next. So accept the term, we have no choice. And here, scroll down. So let's download this one, copy it. From Microsoft, make sure it's Microsoft. So Visual C++ 2008, and scroll down, click download. So I'm selecting this and next. So that's the first one. I'm going to label it as 1. Five megabytes, and install. Finish, and that's done. Next on the list is 2010 Service Pack 1. Again, Microsoft, that's 2010. Scroll down, click download. and let's name it 2 dash, so that's 64 bits. Run, repair, let's, if we have it, we just say repair, don't worry, finish. Let's go for the number 3, that's update number 4. So do not worry, from Microsoft, make sure it's Microsoft, because sometimes people include virus and other stuff, so get it from the reliable source. Download, and here, that's the one, the first one. So I'm naming it number 3. Agree and install. I have no choice but to agree. That's done. And let's go for this package. Again, Microsoft redistribution version. Come down, click download, get the 64-bit version, click, and this is number 4. I'm just numbering them so I know what I'm doing. Later on I can go back and check them. So these are the screens that you can see, and here is update number 5, so 2015. Scroll down, get the 64-bit version, 5. So that's the version. Successful. Now this is 2017. That's from Microsoft website again. Summary, and that is the 64-bit version. Let's name it number 6 and run it. And this is the distribution version for 2015 to 19. Again, it's Microsoft. It seems to have seen the same page. Let's see. Visual Studio. Let's download this 64-bit version. And I'm going to name it 7. So setup failed because it's already. So I'm done with all those. Now let's go next. It says where you want it. Usually I want it in my E drive in a separate folder, and let's call it WAMP on E or C, whatever. So it says which PHP you want. This is a very good option if you want to develop or work with different versions. It allows you to select it. Let's select them because there is no harm. And also MariaDB, I don't like it, why they are including it. Everybody is creating something and people are including it. I like only MySQL, but hey, I have no choice. So yes, I want to use Google Chrome. Text editor, it's okay. So wait for this to complete. So we have some PDF, which I'm not going to have a look at it. Next. So this is the version 3.2.3. Finish. Now this installation is completed, and we have this icon here. Nothing is running, so let's double click on this. It runs. Here you will see red. It will turn orange, and then it should be green. Orange. Now wait for it. If it is green, we are okay. Otherwise there must be some issue. So green. Once it is green, you can do and test it two ways. One is just click, and then it say localhost. So it goes to localhost, and it shows all the versions, all the settings. At the moment we have the PHP 7.3 running, and if I click on the bottom, click on PHP version, from here I can select different version, even older 5.6, but 7.3 is default. Let's leave it as is. If you want to visit PHPMyAdmin, go to PHPMyAdmin, or you can directly always type localhost /PHPMyAdmin, and this is PHPMyAdmin. Username is root, and there is no password. Click, and you will log in. So that's the first step in order to have Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. It's completed now. Now let's just create a simple PHP file so we can test it. I'm now inside WAMP www. Let's just create a file with the text. So let's call it test.php. Make sure you see .php. If you cannot set the extension, click on Start, type folder, and then for File Explorer option. You see this. Select here, go to the view, and here it says hide the extension for the known file type. If this is checked, make sure it's unchecked, and apply. So this now will be ready. We can open it in Notepad or Notepad++. I have Notepad++. I'm just opening it here. Let's type PHP, and let's define a variable name StartPHP, and then let's just print it. Save. Now let's go to localhost. So this is our localhost. Just type /test.php, and as you can see, it printed StartPHP from this localhost, which was this file. So our PHP server is ready. Now WampServer is installed. Your computer is ready for PHPMaker. Let's get started with installing PHPMaker. Download PHPMaker on Google or Bing. Just type PHPMaker, and you will see this phpmaker.dev. This is the page, and there is a download link directly to the page. So let's click on download. As you can see, it goes to /download.php. Scroll at the bottom, type an email here. I'm typing this email, click submit, and you will see this pop up. Click save and save it in your computer. After downloading the PHPMaker 2021, let's just double click and open it. Next, agree, next. So this is a default location. I'm not touching it, just go. Next, wait for this, and we will follow. PHPMaker 2021 is now here. The icon is here on the desktop. Let's run it and see For basic product management that you're doing, we need to create a database, and then we need to create tables. We will create one table called products, and it has product ID, product title, product details, and the date product added. So these are all fields or columns within this table. Then we will have another table called category. This will have category ID, category title, and then category details, and the date this category added. Now let's get started with creating our database. On the taskbar, click on this icon, the green, and go to PHPMyAdmin. This is now the screen for PHPMyAdmin. The username is root. Without any password, it will work. But so now it will open this screen for you. I've zoomed in so you can see it, otherwise the screen is very tiny. I'm pressing Ctrl and plus and click on database, and here we can create our database. Let's call it StartPHP, and here the database has been created. This database does not have any table, and immediately the first thing that you see is this screen. In case if you miss that screen, let's go back on this StartPHP table. Again, you will see it here, and let's create products. This is called products table, and as we said, we have product ID, title, detail, and date. So four columns, and you will have 4 fields to complete. Let's call it PID or product ID. The type is integer. Here we call it product title. Let's set this as a variable character. It should be 128. The length of the title of the product, you can set it longer. And then product details, this should be text. And then date, just call it date, and from here we can select date and time, or click timestamp, and scroll down, and here we can select current timestamp. This will make it easy. When the record is created, you will have this. And let's have here some, for the product ID, we have to create it as auto increment AI, and it will be primary key. And here we say, in the comment we say product ID. This is just for us. And then product title, product details, date, product added. If you want to have some note about this database, also you can set here all products are listed in this table. And do not worry about the rest, just click save. So now products have been created. As you can see, PID has a key, which means it is a key field. Everything else depends on this, as it will not be repeated. It will be auto incremented here. So first we will enter, the first value will be 1, and then it goes 2, 3, 4, so continuously. And let's go back here and create another table this time, and let's call it category. And the same way, we have 4 fields: CID, category ID. If you want, you can change it. Category title, I don't like to leave space, so I put underscore. It's up to you. You can leave it with a space. Category detail, date. Let's create timestamp. When it's created, date will be added. Make it auto increment. It's primary key. and here list it here and then click save. So go to category, structure, detail, let's edit it, change, and from here we have to select text because sometimes you want to put full details. Now let's fix that. It should be variable character 128. Save. Bring my mouse, you will read that text. So this was a common text that I added. You see it says category ID or date category added, so this makes it easy. So now this is ready. Let's open PHPMaker. Here type localhost, and for the user just type root, and as soon as you click out, it goes to the localhost with this username and pulls up all the tables, and you can see StartPHP is here. Just select it and say connect. Now it pulls up 2 tables. Let's now save it. Let's call it PHP StartPHP 1 and then save it. I already had some projects in the same name. So now this is saved. Project is now ready. Go on the category and let's make this category, we can say title, and date. This date because it is being added automatically. These are the columns list we want it, that's good. And view we want it, but edit we don't want this field to be available, and add we don't want it. So this setting will tell how to deal with this field. So that's done with the category. Now click on product. On the product again we have to name them properly because this text is not nice on the screen. Let's call it product name, detail, date, and same way we don't want to edit date and we don't want to add it. This should not be available. And now when you click on a table, these are the fields within that table, and each field, when you click them, below this area you will see 2 fields. For example, for the title, this area is for view. This is where it will be displayed on the page, and this area is for editing or entering the data for that field. For example, if I click on this title, here it says the size is 128, and it shows that it is a text field, and the size of the field is 30, and the maximum character that you can enter is 128 because we set that in the database. And here category detail is a text, and here I've selected text. Of course you can select something else. So I've selected here the text where it is 35 column in terms of width, and in terms of rows, 4 rows. Let's go to generate from here. This uses this template. I will have separate video showing you how to customize this template, but this is the important part that we will work. When you click here on localhost, this is the page where all the information show up at localhost. Wherever you installed WAMP and there is www directory, www, which you can customize it, but now we are not focusing on customization, so the product will be in here. So in our PHPMaker we have to point it to that. Let's go to PC, let's go to drive E, in my case in WAMP, and www, and here let's create our own folder, products, and then make sure it is selected. Now this is a path, and let's create the file, the project, generate. For the first time it might take a little longer. Do not worry, when it runs it downloads and creates a lot of files. For the first time it will be very long. Have patience. So it is completed successfully. Now the path that you want to see it, if you generate files, if you come here and the product, these are all the files that have been generated by PHPMaker. And if you go and see any of these, for example in the source, these are all PHP codes that we have generated. So all of these have been generated with PHPMaker, and we have only one index which you run and it will pull appropriate files and display it for you. We will go to local host and then /product. And this is our product category. As you can see, if we click here, it says product and category. Do not worry about the category at the moment. Let's go to product. As you can see, it says warning, nothing found. That's fine. So we can add product from this line. Let's create a new product. As you can see, it says product name, product detail. Let's call it Canon 10D or D10 camera. I'm just typing some text and click add. This is added and it has PID 1. Let's add one more. This is just a random text. Let's just paste this text. So, and then let's have some mobile phone. So we have added. Now if I go to database in the category, you will see the text that I have added. It shows PID, title, detail, and as you can see, the date, including the time, is shown properly here. And now let me explain this page. Here you can view the product. Whatever text you have, you can see it. And from here you can delete, you can duplicate, or you can edit. If I click edit, it will allow you to edit it. As you can see now, product ID is not editable because it's a key and you will not be able to change it unless you delete this. Let's go back to products, and here if you want to copy and make some small variation, you do that here, or if you want to add it, you can add from here. Let's copy this camera and let's call it it's just a random name. It's just random name, Panasonic, and as you can see, it shows here it is now number 4. Now let's see how we can add image into this. PHPMyAdmin and add field for in the product. We have to have a field in the structure. If you click, you will see the fields. We want to have an image field just above, before the title we want to have here. So from here we can select how many fields you want, column, I want only one. It says after, no, I say the after PID, after that I want to have it, and here image, okay, and then here selected variable character varchar, and then put here 128 or maybe 200. So, and also you can put a comment here, image or images. Just click save the page. Yes, now we can see that images here. Let's go here and then click on this icon, refresh icon. It says the database has been altered. Do you want to synchronize it? Yes. Now it says, do you want to see the report? If you want to see which fields have been added, you can click and it will show you that the field and the product, we have image, so added. So let's go to the product, and here now image is not shown after PID. We have to move it at the top and select the field. So click image, and from here select file. This upload means this app mean file, and here it says it's done. It will create upload for you. Now if I go on this portion, if you come here for PHP, here it says file upload. When you upload the files on the server will go under this category called files. This is the folder where the file is saved, and this is the size in terms of byte. So 3 after 3 zeros, 2 megabytes, so 2 megabytes. And these are the allowed file extensions: JPEG, JPEG, BMP, and Excel, PDF, zip. Whatever file you want to allow, add it here. Whatever files you don't want to allow, just remove them. So these files will be inside the product, and here we will have another folder called files. So let's go back to the product and image. Let's put a proper title, image with capital case, and then save it, and then generate it. Where it goes and generate. Now you will see that this is much quicker with comparing to first session. So successfully generated, there is no error. Let's go back here, and if I click home, category is nothing. Let's go to products. You can see we have image field at the beginning. This is a field that we moved it up. If it was at the bottom, you would have seen it on this side. Let's go for the Canon and click on this pen, which means edit. And here you will see this field. Now if I click here or anywhere on the field, the upload screen will pop up. And if I go to desktop, I have my images inside this images. Let's click this Canon, and it has been uploaded automatically. Done, and click save. Now you see that we don't see the image here yet. We can go here and then click image. From here you select this icon. Now if I click and save it, let's generate it. There is an issue I want you to learn. We don't need category. Let me remove it for now. When I uncheck that, it will not generate it. It will not be part of the code. You will see it now. Let me show you the file that we have uploaded inside the products, and here is files folder. If you click, you will see that the image is here, and there is also a temporary folder. Do not worry about it. So if I go back home, you will see directly that products, and this image is now so big, out of control. So let's fix that. Go to product, select image, and here set either the width or the height. The other will be proportionally selected. If you select that on the screen to be displayed 300 pixel, that's just fine. Click save, generate. And as you can see, category is here. We can go to this menu and you see category, remove category. This will not be displayed on the menu. I clicked here on the menu. Okay, and then generate. We can uncheck them to speed this up. Now let's go here, and if I refresh this, it shows at this size. Let's go to the next one, and it says Android TV. Let's select a TV. Now this has been added. Click Save. Now TV is here. Let's select iPhone or whatever we have, a case for iPhone. I'm just adding it very quickly. You can delete the image back like that very easily. And then click here, and then let's add Panasonic camera. And if I want to replicate, delete, let's say Casio calculator. So you see image is now required. I have to select it, upload, and save. Now let me show you how you can make it not required. There are two ways to do it. The first one is in here, go to product, go to image. It doesn't have required. Let's go to the database. You see this image. Go on this side, click change, and here you see default. You can say null. Let's select it and save. When you select null, it allows you to generate. So let's refresh it. It says the database has been altered. Let's go to product, image. You see the required is not checked. Let's generate it. Now let's edit this calculator and let's delete it, save. As you can see, it allowed me this. Now this field is not required, but I can enforce it again in here. Click on image, on the product, click on image, on this field here at the lower section, it says required. Check and then generate. Now let's go edit. Now if I even select, say it says please enter required field. Let's select calculator, and now it allowed the pictures. So for each picture you can click and it will be at full resolution. Press escape and it will disappear. If you click on view in this screen, you will see it on that size, and you can change the size by clicking on image here, and you can make it whatever size you want. But remember, this is the size on the screen. Now this page, when you click, you will just come here directly and there is nothing hidden. If you want to protect this page with a simple password, click on the main database, go to PHP, and go to security, and here administrator hard login. In this section, it can pull up the username and password from database, but that is not our focus at the moment. Let's just say StartPHP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and save, and if I generate it, now if I just refresh the page, you see it asks for username. So let's type StartPHP 2345. You can see the password, and it now works. When you click and see image, you can press escape to now let's have product category. For example, we have camera, TV, phone, and calculator. We want to have category. So when we click, we want to be able to select this product to belong to certain category. So first, let's go to the PHPMaker and click on category. Category is already ready. For the product, we need to have a field. Let's go on our database, click on products, and here go to structure and add a field. I want the field to be above image because that will be the first thing you select. So one column after PID and go. Let's call it CID, category ID, and category ID, and click save. So this has been done now, and refresh because we want to see the field product, and here you see CID. Let's move it at the top, and here let's select category. Instead of CID, I want to say category, and here is a trick. Select the field and refresh. Go to category. Now it's variable character. Generate again. Now I don't want to generate the product, and do not generate other files, just select category, so it's quick. Televisions. So now the television says added. Let's add cameras. Let's add calculators. So now we have this category, but we do not have anything with this portion, because we want to be able, when I click, we want to be able to see a list, a drop-down menu. Let's do that. Let's go to product, and then CID, category. In this case, let's here select this drop-down menu. As soon as you select it, because that CID is selected, these options appear with the submenu, and from here select use lookup table. It shows the table. Now we want to connect this field with that table, which means go and link, get the data from there. From here we select a table, category, and which value should be corresponding to what. Here we say CID from the category table, and what should be displayed. We say display the title only, and click save. Generate. Now we generate everything because there is more than one stuff. Now let's refresh this, and as you can see, it shows category. So if I click save, it says required. So let's select it, cameras, and save. And on the list it shows camera. For this it doesn't show, it shows 0. Let's select television. For this it belongs to television, and this belongs to mobile phone. categories, and the last one is from calculators. So this was how we added the menu. Here it says allow add. If I do that, it allows me so I can add more field. Let's click select, save, and generate a lot of things with it. And let's change the camera, and here we see now a plus sign. We can say DSLR cameras. Here you see now they don't know here. I think we will have some issue, but let's see. So it allows us to select camera or add more. Save. So this is now DSLR camera, and this is now, let's select this camera, just cameras. Now let me show you how you can add multiple images. To do that, let's go here. For this image, as you can see, we have selected image. Multiple, just check this, and it will allow multiple files to be uploaded. Save, generate. Let's go here, refresh. Let's say for this camera, we want to have more than one image. Click. And now, as you can see, select this image, and as you can see, we have now 2 images. Save, and here it is shown. And if you want to make the screen better, make it 150 pixel. Refresh, and here the images are shown very nicely, smaller size. Now, to add the rich editing toolbar, go to Tools, Extensions. As you can see here, it says HTML Editor. You see it is selected. Make sure it is selected. And date and time is also selected. These checkboxes for HTML and date picker. Use HTML Editor. On this checkbox, just check it. Save, generate. Let's edit this, and as you can see, we have full rich text editing. So you can select the text, increase the size if you want, anything you want. So you can do that like other text editors. Thank you for watching. This was just the beginning of this series of PHPMaker that I'm going to teach. Make sure to subscribe and also thumb up each video. It will help my video to be found easily on the search. So you help me, and also I will create more applications for you. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you get updates of my upcoming videos.